Oh, all right. Welcome. Looks like stuff set up here about chat. We know about chat. Live chat, live chat. We want all the messages. Multi-chat. We don't want that. Yeah. Timer's turned off. Yo, had to pop out my chat so I can see what's going on. Awesome. Now I can see chat, and look at that, chat even shows up. It's simple, but it'll get the job done. Hey, look who's here, everybody. Celebrity in the house. You celebrity. All right. So we've got pins, we've got our ruler, we've got our mags, and we've got extra shells. Cool. So let's go ahead and prep for what we're going to do tonight. Lisa, what's going on? It's 9 o'clock there in the good old Philly. Oh no, look at all this gapping. Oh my God, it's so horrible. But watch. Oh wait, it looks like a normal diamond painting. People, don't fret. Don't fret. Don't fret. I am missing stuff. I need got my pens. Missing. Oh, putty. I need putty. What's your favorite putty? My favorite putty is purple. Yes, purple art dot putty. The best putty ever made. I learned about it from Elisa Maria Designs because she said it was her absolute favorite. She could not live without that putty. Andy, do you know where my putty went? Never mind. I found it. It's here. Psych. You're gonna go diamond paint art dot blue, baby. Well, yeah, certainly. Don't let me have all of the fun. Been a while since I put some fresh stuff in here. Yes, art dot blue is the best. I, I really like it, and I can usually get like I don't know like maybe like three good sessions whenever I load up my placers. I can usually get three good sessions before I have to like totally trade it out, which is what I'm doing now. And I can't even say that it really dries out. And you're supposed to be able to like save this and then like roll it back up, into like a little ball, flatten it or whatever, and reuse it until it just gets, grody. But maybe I'm one of the weird ones in that I don't like, I don't want my putty to be like all gray colored and, you know what I mean? Like, I know that you can, but just because you can, should you? I mean, versus a huge diamond painting, is the putty really? Is it really so expensive where you're like, yeah, I gotta reuse that until it dies? I don't know. There's a lot of things I don't know because I'm new to diamond painting. So if you're new to diamond painting and you want to follow along on the journey with me, welcome. My name is Chris. This is the diamond brush. You do that like what? Do you trade out your putty or do you just like put new putty, or do you just like reuse it until it's nasty? And either one that you do, like I'm not clowning on. I'm just asking. 'Cause that's how we learn and grow. Right? We just ask questions. Speaking of asking questions, um, my wife tells me that I don't have anything else to do tonight because uh, everything going out is pretty basic, right? Yeah. So tomorrow I'm be working. Tomorrow when I get home from work, I'm gonna be working because she's probably gonna calculate all of the orders that have to go out. Um, yeah, or have to get packaged up tomorrow evening. We just got our 100 top of boxes. Uh, so we have uh, plenty of boxes now. Depends on the temperature outside. Honestly, putty, this putty lasts. I change it just because it shows off. Yeah, like I feel like when this putty is like super fresh, like it is now, it's so tacky and stringy and all that, and so it kind of needs to get old, which is what I'm doing right now. Is just like kind of pressing my dirty fingers into this putty to just to kind of lose just a little bit of tack, and also simultaneously just to work it deep into the placer. Now, the other way that I can do this, if I just like tap this on like my shirt, pick up a little lint, it'll also lose a little bit of its tack as. But I think my wife really likes the popping sound. Because when it's fresh, it's like super noticeable, and I have to admit it's pretty doggone satisfying. All right, so there is. So what we got tonight, we got a single placer and an 8 placer inside of a 3D printed carbon fiber pin. Then I've got another 3D printed pin just made in pink because pink is the thing, and it's cool. If you like pink, let me know. You're a guy and you like pink. Really let me know. I want to make sure I'm not alone out here. And if any of you guys, if any of you dudes out there, you know, are taking diamond painting, you watch diamond painting content or something like that, or you have wives, SOs, spouses who are into diamond painting and they try to get you into diamond painting, I encourage you, give it a try, but don't let them force you to do nothing you don't want to do. If you just want to know about it, yo, hit me up. Ask me some questions. You can find me on Facebook, on my Instagram. You can hit me up right here. Ask me about it. I'll tell you because I have a different way of looking at and experiencing diamond painting that I think is different than what most people are, and certainly different than like a lot of ladies might think of diamond painting. Dirty, dirty is the best. The canvas that I'm working on. Come on, now, Elisa, weren't we just talking about how people don't read? They don't listen. They don't read. Come on now, it's right. It's in the title. This canvas is a Diamond Art Club canvas called Witch Hazel, and it's fantastic painting. If you give me a moment, I'll zoom out and show you. But it's a little cute mouse who is concocting some potions. Potions of what? I don't know. Love potion number 9. Maybe it's poison. Some sort of magical. I don't know. But it glows blue. John did DP with me one time on video. Yes, I tuned in. I didn't quite see the end of that one, so I don't know what his overall reaction is to it. But if you're listing it as one time, he's probably more prone to hanging out with the boys and playing in the band. Which I don't blame him. If I was a friggin' rock star, it's like, yo, Chris, you want to come hang out with the boys? We're going to that one bar. We're probably gonna play a few songs, maybe have a jam session, just hang out, have some beers, or you're just gonna have a quiet night in and diamond paint with the missus. I mean, both of those things can be a really good time. It really depends on the mindset. Something like that would depend on like how my day. uh, Something like that would depend on how my day went, like at work. Like I know it's hard to tell because I'm just running my mouth for apparently no reason, but um, like I'm talked out. Like the last customer that I had today, I was just like, They came in the door. They came in the door talking mile a minute. You know what I mean? Like, and I was just like, ah, jeez, jeez, lady, come on. I got like 5 minutes until clock out time. I'm almost out of here. But thankfully, she was cool. What she needed was just a quick adjustment on her glasses, and she was in and out. Not a not a bad thing. But sometimes it just be like, gee, I'm never getting out of here. I don't think I put anything in the single in my black. Let's do that real quick. I think I bought this putty like a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago. like, like you would not believe, like, look at all this. Look at this. You see this? Like, like that's a whole tin. That's all I've used. That's all I've used in 2 months, and I throw this stuff away. Like I don't reuse it. Like, all right, so we got our pins. Let me show you what I mean by mags. So this is a mag. This thing, I 3D printed it. It holds 5 tray bricks. Real nice. So I load the shells into the mag. I have 2 mags. So I like to carry 10 shells. Those 10 shells plus whatever extra is the workspace that I'm working with. So everything that I've got here, this is all in this section. This is Confetti City for this one. I ain't even joking. Hey, Confetti City. But I'm gonna try to give you the zoom out just so I can show you what Witch Hazel looks like. We move some stuff. Oh, get out of here. Let's see, take this little clip off. All right, well, we're not gonna be able to zoom out too much, but let's turn it over. So you see that little mousy hat there? Like, look at that. Look at that. Come on. Come on. Come on. What is he brewing up? Huh? What is he brewing up? Cute little mouse there. Look at that. Look at that. It's confetti all day. The bottom of the big stone, it looks like a wash basin or something, like terracotta wash basin. And there's just like flowers all around. And like, let me show you the other side of this canvas so that you can see. We're just gonna go upside down, but like, look at that. This is not gonna be a speed run on this canvas. that ain't happening. Ain't no way. And this thing right here, this is an Art Dot light board. It's an A1 size. I did not know that they had an A0 size. Your boy likes the big boy toys. The bigger the better. So you know what's on my Christmas wish list. It's that A0 size. Do I need it? No. Do I want it? Yes. My wife over here mumbling, talking about it won't fit. I will build a bigger table. All right. Just like I built this table, I will build a bigger table. Do not make me hand you a microphone. Because I will, you can't be over there mumbling in my show, okay, where people can hear you, but not want to wear a microphone. Okay. No, don't do that. You either be over there and be quiet, or you put on this microphone and join the show. Those are the choices. Those are the choices. Okay. All right. So let's set all of our bricks and whatnot over here. Got our pens ready, and we are at the stage where, not to upstage you, Miss Elisa, but I just happen to be at a point where this is ready to come off. So let's go in a little closer. Yes. Well, I don't know if I like confetti because like this right here, this is my first like big boy canvas. Square drill. This thing is like $70 canvas. Like, so I don't know if I like confetti, but I do know that I'm not in a hurry. I'm not doing a speed run. So I mean, you know, is Sandy diamond painting? No, she's not diamond painting. Sandy is actually working on filling orders for the business right after she got off work. So she got off work, then she went to the post office to drop off some packages that were going out today. I think it was a couple of trays and a few rulers. And then she came home, made some dinner, and then she went to work on the business. When I came home, I scarfed down some food, and then, um, well, basically now I'm here playing with my toys and hanging out with you fine people, not working on the business. Well, I mean, I guess I am working on the business. Yes, yes, I am working on the business. I am handling the advertising and marketing side of the business. She is handling the engineering and logistical side of the business. So yes, yes, this is work time for me as well. See, honey, I'm putting in just as much work as you. What did I tell you about replying in my show? I,
You're talking to me.
you're this freaking close, like this close to having a microphone on. Okay, all right. So without further ado, let's take this off and reveal what what we got to do. All right, so we'll just pick that up, and I'm just gonna tear it off like a band-aid. You can just see how tear that off. We'll put that. We don't need that. All right. See what do we got? As I'm touching all over the sticky part of the canvas because I'm a savage. Act. All right, then I'm just gonna take my art dot can and I'm just gonna because I don't have a roller because I can't afford one because I spend all my money on 3D printers. But we're just gonna give that a nice roll. Make sure everything's pressed down. Well, would you look at that? It's beautiful. It's organized. It looks absolutely amazing. Look at that. Look at the spacing. Ooh. Laws, yes. I have a very good wife. You know, I almost reached under this table to hand her a microphone just now. She over here talking. She talking some smack. All right, so let's see. What do we got? Over on this side, I see we got some L's, and I think we got a new one. Is it a arrow to the left, which I don't have? That's some new jam stuff over here. Arrows to the left. So let's stay in this column here. This is all new stuff. We'll deal with that in a moment. But yeah, we got confetti. We got check marks in here. I see the L's. I see the TPs. We got some pills. There's a lot of L's running through here. L's and pills. So how about we bust out L's and pills? All right. So, use a wine bottle. I mean, I have wine. I used to make wine, and not like in a prison toilet, like actual wine. I think I still have one bottle left of wine that I actually made. It's like 8 years old. Mm, 8 year old chilled fruit wine. Ah, nice aperitif. See now I'm getting thirsty, my people. Now I'm getting thirsty. Stop there, Chris. uh, let's see. Yeah, I almost forgot what I was supposed to be working on. All right, so You're in it for the L's. Put that right there. We'll just smash it up against the others. You know what? I was like, why can't I see? I was like, why can't I see these freaking letters? It's because I have my canvas doubled up, and I don't even have my light pad turned on. And I'm like, why can't I see these? Oh my God, streaming and diamond painting at the same time. It's very hard, very hard. Oh, so much better. There we go. All right. Now, here is a prime example. People are like, I don't need a ruler. I don't need guidelines. Look at this. Okay. I just laid these down freehand. Okay. Look at how crooked they are. Look at this. That is embarrassing to show on stream. See, if I were a professional painter like Elisa or something like that, like if I was like a real artist or something like you know like like painting sparkles. Oh my God, the ASMR videos, like I'm transfixed, I'm mesmerized. Is anybody else like? Is that a thing? Am I just alone in that? Surely not, because like she got a buttload of viewers, but like that, I don't know how she paints that fast. Is what? I'm like, no, that's not a like. If this were Call of Duty, she'd be accused of like running bots or something. You know what I mean? Like, and she's diamond painting with aim assist on or something, right? But she just lays drills down like a speed demon. But that's all right. I'm gonna get faster. I'm gonna get better at this. But like anything in life, if you want to be good at it, right, you gotta put in the work. Now, some of y'all who saw my message from earlier might be thinking, um, "Hey, Chris, I thought you were doing an unboxing of some diamond paintings tonight," and that was the plan. I received a box from Diamond Art Club of some paintings that I ordered this past Saturday, but I have them sent to the house because that box that they send out is not just is not a cardboard box that I feel comfortable just have laying out on the steps all day long. So, um, it's white and red or pink or whatever. It's highly noticeable and visible, and it's a large box, especially if I'm ordering the Saturday after a payday. It's a large box. If you know what I mean. Um, well, if my wife lets me, she let me buy something this painting. It had been 2 weeks or 3 weeks since I purchased something. I was fiending a little bit like a crackhead, looking like Dave Chappelle. Um, and so she let me buy some paintings, but I had them sent to work, and they had some people coming in to install some IT stuff, new modems and stuff like that at work. And so it was just a hectic rush that last hour because we had the IT guys like, ripping apart the place, taking out all kinds of equipment and stuff. The last minute customers of the day, and then we're trying to close up shop and get the heck out of there. You got me hooked on her channel. How did I get you hooked on the channel? Had you not been like what? You just me describing it just now? Or did I mention it to you some other time? Yeah, certainly feel like that. Mm. Yeah, that's what I mean. That super sticky putty, like her channel is awesome. Like I'm not afraid to admit it. Of course I want you guys to eventually think my channel is awesome too. Um, but her, like, the camera angle and the lighting is the most impressive thing that I've ever seen in, I mean, I don't want to put anybody else's channel down, but I mean, go check out Painting Sparkles and tell me if you have seen another diamond painter with the kind of lighting, camera angle, and like ultra sharp close up. Just it is a thing of beauty. It is, it really is. And like the audio is right there too. The audio is crispy. The sound of like pouring out drills and the pop straight off of the canvas. It is really, really well done. And I believe she just had a baby. Um, and somehow managed to still be like diamond painting like all the way up until like, oh dang, I got to put down these last few drills and push. I don't know if she was in the maternity ward and the doctor's like, you got to push, and she's like, but I got to put this last row in. Like she took it all the way to the end. Diamond painting, either that or she had videos like stocked up in advance, which is probably the more realistic thing. But like straight up, now she's back home and just like, I don't feel like I missed any content. Like, bravo to you and congratulations. Oh, I told you about her. Okay. Well, awesome. Well, I'm certain I'm glad she's found another viewer. Yeah, it's freaking awesome. I would love to know what kind of putty she has in her pen. Oh my god, yes. I well, from what I can see, it's red. Whatever it is, it's red, and it's not. It is a putty. It doesn't look like wax to me, but it might be one of those putty waxes. Half putty, half wax, kind of thing. But it looks like it's never ever stringy because this art dot blue is occasionally stringy. Art dot. I'm not being mean. I'm just telling you. It is what it is, buddy. These are watching me like, dang, you slow, son. That's all right. That's all right. Hey, what color? What color am I gonna get? Am I gonna get next? Oh no. Now, I feel like sometimes it takes me just a little bit of time to like, I have to like start by single placing before I get in this like multi-placing groove. Like I gotta get like the feel of my pen, like, you know, feeling good. I gotta become one with the putty, and then like my eyes have to like, I don't know, like get used to looking at the canvas, and then things start to click together. Like my vinyasa starts to flow. I heard that in a rap song, but I don't even know what that is. Uh, in other words, I become one with the canvas. The the clock stops ticking. I don't hear cars driving down the road. I don't hear the neighborhood kids outside the window. I don't hear the rain. I don't hear anything. I just it's just me. And it's not that scary version of me. You know what I mean? Like, you ever feel sometimes where you're just like, I'm afraid to be alone with myself? You know, it's not even that. Like, I don't know. I couldn't really say for sure if I think about anything besides what I'm doing here, which maybe that's the point. I was reading a Reddit post where somebody was talking about diamond painting. That's, I wouldn't say it was in a totally negative light, but I could understand what they were saying about diamond painting possibly not really being like a like an art form. You know, it's like diamond placing. Are you really painting anything? But somebody else made the argument that, hey, well, there's paint by number, right? That's still painting. You got to take a brush, and somebody else made the argument that, well, at least with paint by number, you still have to apply the paint. So you do have to have some idea of how to work it. And I was just, and it got me to thinking, like, it's a sun's salutation in yoga, vinyasa. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna have to go to Barnes and Noble and pick up a yoga book and give it a read. Yeah, maybe I can learn something. I like learning. But that conversation on that Reddit post got me thinking, like, is diamond painting actual art form, or has the art already been done by the artist? Has the true painting part of diamond painting already been done? In the zone, that's what makes a meditative art. Hmm. Well, meditation in and of itself could be considered an art form. Oh, look at your boy showing off. Look at that. That's nice placing right there. For those people that do meditate, do you consider diamond painting part of your meditation? Or is it separate? You're a I heard you say that. I heard that you say like all in a row. I think you detailed your entire business history. At one time, you said you owned a cafe, then you owned a restaurant of some kind, yoga teacher. There was something else. I wouldn't be surprised if you owned a library. Maybe one day in my life I'll get to try out all of those really interesting avenues. It would be really cool to know all of the various people that you come in contact with just by experiencing that many forms of business and interaction. Entering the diamond painting as I see it, yeah, that would certainly be artistic interpretation, right? Even though the artwork is already done, then you go and you add a little something extra to it. Yeah, absolutely, you could do that. Oh, show. Mhm. I'll do that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got some kind of some big gapping here between these two parts, but once everything is in place, then it takes very little to make it. I'm trying to get too worried about those things. There was another conversation in the diamond painting VIP group. No, it was some other diamond painting group, but they were talking about rulers. I got booted out of that not out of the group, but like somebody yelled at me because I posted a picture of one of my groups, one of my rulers, and then they accused me of um like hijacking the thread to do like self promotion. But like I felt like they were like, just like I felt like maybe they were, you know, talking bad about people who use rulers without actually using a ruler. So I was like, let me jump in here and defend this, and I'll show you what I use, and what I make. And the reason for using a ruler is not necessarily for straight lines, which is, if you're looking at me do this, you're like, what in the is all this? But don't you worry, it it all comes together in the end. Right? That's what they say in the big stories. It all comes together. Oh, I got myself into a corner by loading up 8 when I don't actually. See if I can pull off some of these painting sparkles techniques here. Not quite. I love the way that she just is able to just, oh, I'll load up 10 drills and then I'll use 3 here, 1 here, 4 here. Like, serious? All of the L. I think it is. All right. Oh. Go here. We'll go back to our pills now. Lisa, do you use or have you ever used tray bricks? I was torn between the Forever Young um, and the tray bricks. I'll be honest. I kind of wanted the tray bricks just for the gold star status. You know, a Honda Civic will get you back and forth to work, but a Benz will do it in style. Ah, so it was kind of like just a little gift to myself. Like, hey, all right, want to get some tray bricks, a little extra money, get something nice for myself. But um, one of my biggest supporters, I I decided to send her a package just because she just it's such a big help, just a huge help. Um, I'll tell you right now that the business wouldn't even be any kind of business if it wasn't for her. Just randomly going around to different Facebook groups and stuff and just saying, "Hey, there's this guy who makes this thing who can help you out." You know, and so I was so thankful. So she was telling me that she was saving up for Forever Young kit because she was not liking the bottle situation. She was just like, I don't like it. Don't like it. God dang it. What the heck? Okay, moving on. We'll just stick that there. What is going on when that happens? Where the drill just won't stick down. Is that what is that? So me and Sandy decided, hey, we're gonna order this 60 count kit from Amazon, and since she had already made a purchase, from us. She had bought a ruler herself, which is awesome because that when she goes into these Facebook groups and she's like, "Look, I know this thing is awesome because I use it." um, I already had her address, so it was just kind of a nice surprise to just be like, order something, and then it shows up um, on her front door. That's something that she'd been saving up for. It was a really nice feeling to do it, and of course she was just so excited. I think she spent a straight week sending me pictures and showing me how she was how excited she was to be kitting up into trays for the first time ever. Can't picture myself and painting any other way. I'm ready to take the ruler off already. Well, one of the I was thinking, okay, I'll give myself more time to set up like a proper stream, like I would normally do with like all of the goodies of like a normal Twitch stream. And I was like, I'll do that on Friday, but I was like, no, because I wanna watch Elisa's live on Friday. So I was just like, you know what? I was planning on diamond painting tonight anyway, and so it's like, why don't I just jump up in here and just turn on the camera and just hang out and paint with my friends. I don't need all the other stuff. I got a friend hanging out with me. It's always cool. And diamond painting with friends, baby. That's what it's all about. Yeah, it's absolutely awesome to to do a little surprise for somebody. Come on. And to see them all excited, it's pretty cool. This is probably killing Elisa because she is a multi-placing beast, and she's sitting here seeing me like just single places. She's got to be like, I'd be done already. You have Trey Bricks for Ivan Valikovic, Visions of the Past. Ah, okay. Okay. I was on Dreamer Designs looking at the paintings that they have there because you posted that link about the Mother's Day 40% off thing. I didn't buy anything, but I was like, who the heck is this Ivan Valikovic? Never heard of it. And I was seeing these paintings and I was like, oh, that's really pretty, or oh, that's a really nice painting. And then I kept saying, I was like, these paintings all look very familiar. Like they kind of have, I was like, I've seen it. Okay. So then, you scroll down to the bottom page and say, who painted this? And I'm like, oh, this is okay. 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 I was like, oh, I get it. And yeah, they're all very nice. Very nice. But they're also, every single freaking one of them sold out. So I couldn't pick one up. So I was just like, oh, okay. So then I went over to um, uh, the one with the diamond art to go look at some Josephine Walls, or J Walls, as those in the know. Look at me trying to talk like I. I need to stop. And of course, beautiful paintings. There's like there's a there's like 5 diamond paintings inside of one J wall painting. There's enough to do. You're not gonna be bored painting. And of course, if you don't like confetti, you need to find another artist. But I ended up finding another painting there, which is like this blonde, this young blonde girl who's got her head kind of like her forehead butted up against the forehead of a dragon, and just like, oh my god. And it comes in this absolutely monstrous size of 150 centimeters by 150, which when I asked Alexa what size that was. It's 5 feet by 5 feet. Are you serious? And it's like $230. And I want it so bad. I may be pressing too hard and putting too soft. Oh, so it's me. I'm doing all of the things wrong. Great, great. How dare you come into my live stream and tell me that I'm doing things wrong? Who are you? Who are you? You don't know me. You don't know me. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Diamond painting along with me, just listening. Well, I I will apologize to you for my incoherent ramblings because you got to be like, wow, is he ever actually going to tell a story and finish the story that he's telling? Probably not. But it's probably because I am incredibly used to being interrupted by my pinball friends. Oh, see, now we're getting to the good part. See, because this section of the finger is like filled in. So now everything is like when you put the drill in there in the center, it pushes everything else out nice and tight up against each other. Oh, it's such a good. It just kind of clicks, it kind of snaps, it crunches into place. Oh, oh, so good, so good. Get yourself a ruler, okay? Get yourself a diamond rush ruler, okay? That's the painting that almost gave me a heart attack. Well, I'm not trying to give anybody a heart attack. Oh, yeah, almost missed one here. Yeah, right up in there. Don't worry, nothing's sometimes I feel like in a stream like this, where it's evening time, maybe you finished dinner, you just gave the kids a bath, you're sitting down to spend some quiet time. You chose to spend that time with me, which I really appreciate. It's okay to sit in the silence. So every once in a while, if you hear me go quiet, nothing's wrong. Believe me, I got plenty to say. Sometimes the best way to enjoy the silence is to enjoy it with someone. You're right, I did ask. One with the diamond art is not as detailed as Diamond Painting Deutschland. Yes, I did see oh god, what's her name? She has an accent. She sounds like she's French, but she does a lot of big giant epic paint. Um and she was talking about it was a J wall painting, and she was talking about how the same painting from painting Deutschland looks different, looks completely different. Um, the way that it's rendered, and it didn't sound like she was. I mean, she was still going to paint the painting, but it sounded like she preferred the rendering um, from Diamond Painting Deutschland, although she preferred the glued canvas of the one with the diamond art. She said that the one with the diamond art also has more J walls than Diamond Painting Deutschland, and um, Diamond Painting Deutschland also uses a double-sided adhesive canvas as opposed to a poured glue canvas. And I think Diamond Painting Deutschland also they do like 275 colors or something like that, whereas the one with the diamond art kind of tops out at maybe around 200. So I'm sure that the both of them are premium works of art. But that just confused me even more. Like if I'm going to spend say $200 to $250 on like a truly epic, huge artwork that's probably going to take me a freaking year to complete. Which one would I go for? It's like highly detailed, a ridiculous max color uh, canvas, but it's double-sided adhesive, or a poured glue canvas and have a lot more selection of J walls. Now, the only thing that I didn't particularly like is that it's going to be like a month to 2 months to receive a painting. I'm like, so I'll just have like $200 just like floating around in the ether, wondering when I'm actually gonna get a product because they have it imported from China to them first. I don't know if that's because they want to inspect the canvas and make sure the drills are there and everything before they send it out to you, um, or if they're doing that to get around some sort of import duty fee or whatever. But I'm like, man, that is a crazy amount of time. You're just noticing how straight your borders are. Well, I mean, yeah, like, look at this. Look at this. I didn't have to use washi tape to do that. Like, yeah. Lisa, how many? Because you make so much content. Um, like, how many hours a day do you paint on average? I imagine that there is some days where it's just a no painting day, or do you like always make time to get your 30 minutes in or whatever? Oh, Lizette, we're in the zone. Not a bad place to be, is it? Yes, yes, that's who it is, Lizette. All right, did I finish all of the pills? Not those pills, kids. Yep. Okay. I was thinking that I was going to have to refill this brick. Find our next target. Our next target with TPs, yo. Where's my three TPs? So these TPs right in here, all of these TPs, they look like X's to you. It's actually a triangle, two little antenna coming out of the top of it, but I call them TPs. Oh, Elisa, do you want to know a big announcement? Since it's pretty much just us and no one else is watching, it's almost like a private conversation. But um, I was going to say it chat Friday because I wasn't sure if you wanted me to do the same thing as last week, like be on camera and be disrupting your stream and all, um, or I can just join chat and just answer whatever questions pop up there. Doesn't really matter either way. But I have what I believe is um, the correct code. So this is an HTS code for international shipping, otherwise HS International Shipping Code. This is how you classify a product for VAT, duties, and various taxes. So this code 9017.2 is supposed to be for drawing and marking out instruments. And this code says that it is duty free going to Canada, Australia, and the UK, and to most other places in the world. If that's the case, I'll need somebody to be a testing dummy for it up in Canada. I think her name is Angeline, but I'll have to contact her and say, hey, let's do a test run. Maybe send you some stuff for like half price or something, and see if it makes it through with no trouble. If that's the case. Then I can open international shipping again. So we'll see. I really hope that's the case. If it is, I'll be super happy. My borders never look like that with washi tape. Oh, come on. You're being too hard on yourself. Oh no, I messed up. I bumped my kit. Now we're back. We're back, baby. Oh, really? So most of the international companies want to inspect it first. Okay, cool. Well, that makes some sense that the shipping time would be doubled, or even tripled. And ideally, for a canvas that large with that many colors, yes, I would hate to wait a month to get it and then be like, yo, it's missing two colors, especially paying that amount of money. Yeah, I would probably be not happy. So yeah, if that's what the process is, well, okay. Still a long wait though, but okay. You're painting now for the first time today. That's Tip Tuesday. Is Tip Tuesday the one where is it this Tuesday where you were showing how to separate uh, drills if you mix two colors? I heard you say something about it. Because funnily enough, um, I mixed two blue colors on my brand new Dreamer Designs wildflower. Yeah, I mixed two blues and they are so close together. I'm just like, damn. So if that's what Tip Tuesday is, then please forgive me if I fire that video up in the middle of the stream and just show it right on my stream. Like, hey, everybody, we're gonna watch Elisa's video because I need this. And I forgot. My wife made me this glass of tea. And, oh, uh, very good tea, hun. then editing and uploading. Then there's editing, uploading, and then there's editing. Well, it seems like for as much content as you put out, that's I think that's accurate. I think that was your inner mind. That was the universe speaking for you. That is your life now, editing and uploading. Hey, did you go to the Italian festival thing with John? Or am I gonna have to watch the video to find out? My wife is probably she's behind me on the couch and she's probably looked up when I said that and like, you paid attention? You don't pay attention when I tell you things. Oh, you like the music in the background? Oh, okay. Thanks. I appreciate it. Just some random lo-fi beats music. Just a just a little something something to fill the void when I'm not aimlessly rambling. Now, are you joshing me when when you're saying that with this ruler you're painting faster? And quite honestly, I'm wondering how that's actually possible. Is it because the only thing that I can think of that would result in painting faster is that because the ruler kind of forces things to be straight. I'm not going to say you can just haphazardly place drills down. You don't have to worry so much with extreme accuracy and making sure you're dead on target because as you pack more and more beads in between the fingers of the tool, they're just going to kind of auto align themselves. So because of that, you can go a little bit faster because you're not having to go back and correct drills that aren't lined up straight, having to correct them with straight edge or something like that. Just kind of plunk them down and move on. But I can't imagine that someone has been painting as long as you have, you would really have any trouble laying down drills straight and orderly fashion anyway. And to become that good at multi-placing and feel that comfortable with, I kind of have to be able to do that by default, or else multi-placing isn't going to help you very much. That's always the way. Sandy, mine is no different. Yeah, we don't listen. You know what? You know what? We know. We know that we don't listen. We know that you know that we don't listen. And we know that we should care that you think it's a problem that we don't listen. But see, what I think a lot of women don't know is that while we don't listen to you all the time, men always hear you. We hear you, right? Listening is the active, right? Hearing is the passive. So we hear you passively, but we're not actively listening to you. Unless we hear something that sounds important and then we switch modes and start listening. Now, I'm probably going to say something that's going to infuriate a lot of women and I'm going to lose all 14 of my subscribers. If you take it to heart, which you shouldn't, because I'm just some dumb guy on the internet saying stuff, okay? It means logically that most of what you're saying is probably not important. Ooh, damn, I can hear the unsubscribes right now. Just ding, 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 ding. All 14 of them gone. Now, ladies, is that necessarily a bad thing? No, I don't think so. But of course, I'm the guy telling you, not listening to you. So take that however you want. What I would say to you is think about how many times you have ever felt like people don't even hear you, like not listen to you, just like straight up don't hear you. Like they're just not paying attention to you at all, not even passively. Like you don't even exist. So then we can turn that passive hearing you into a good thing. Right? Because a guy has to be concerned he has to be concerned about you, he has to care about you as a person in order to hit that switch and flip from passively hearing you to actively listening. Like sometimes when my wife comes to pick me up from work and I get in the car, I'm just like, a long day. And I automatically say, hey, hun, how was your day? I'm gonna be honest right now. I don't, I don't really care how her day was, but I know it makes her feel better that I ask. So in that moment, I have passive hearing enabled. But then I hear her say something that truly bothers her, and instantly I switch to active listening. And I'm like, she said, what? Oh, I told you that's crazy. Are you talking for all the men in America? Yes. Yes, I am. I had to think about it. You know what? You know what? Sorry, dudes. I have revealed our secret. Ladies, if you can get your man to be honest with you, ask him. Make sure he hears you when you ask. Oh. What were you saying? See, women can do it too. It's not just a man thing. It's not. It's not. See, now that I've got more and more of these fingers filled in, I feel like my pace can quicken a bit, just because I know that the drills are going to kind of snap into place. Hey, we got some diagonal stuff going on. No, I'm not gonna try it. I'm not gonna try to be. I'm not gonna try to be pro. I was thinking, let me show off. Be like, I could do diagonal placing too, Elisa. No, I'm not gonna embarrass myself. Looks like another set of prints is done. Somebody ordered mermaid with white stripes. But I can see from the bill plate, looks it looks like they got mostly teal, which I think makes the mermaid fun, and that's the reason why mermaid is named sometimes teal, sometimes purple. Somebody at work was asking me, like, do you think anybody will be mad if they were expecting teal, but then they got purple? And I'm like, well, I hope not. But then I would just direct them to the name, the color name, and it's like, what did you think that meant? But at the same time, I think that no matter what color you get, that both colors are absolutely gorgeous. Both the teal and the purple. And if you happen to get both of them in the same item, like lucky you, yeah, both colors are freaking. Tell you right now, there are no other rulers being made in some of the colors that I have. And oh my goodness, here comes Elisa. Did you know that every month there's going to be two special edition colors? Did you know that? So the colors that we have for this month, for the month of May, might not ever be seen again. So your cotton candy glitter pink, probably not going to be seen again. Mermaids sometimes, probably not going to be seen again. Next month, we'll have some hotness, some new colors. we'll run those colors for the month of June, and then July, new colors again. I need the other tray, yeah. If I'm gonna if I'm gonna diagonal place, yeah. Have you ever used a uh, single placer tray like that before? Like where it just separates everything into one drill at a time? I bet you probably have. Oh, I love this when it starts to fill in. Nice big swatch of color starts to fill in. Ah, like to me that the first half of the ruler is kind of like but when you take the ruler off and start going freehand, then you see the effect of both layers kind of come together. You're like, oh, okay. It's I don't know how it's just it's really cool. Like there's a massive sense of accomplishment, even when you finish the first half of the diamond brush ruler. Just that the spaces in between then when you start to fill in the spaces left behind by the ruler once you remove it, it just stuff starts happening real fast. I don't know how else to describe. We're gonna start a riot. What are you talking about? And I'm not gonna incite a riot. The only riot that I want to incite is friggin' orders for my ruler on coffee.com/ the diamond brush. Was there a problem on the X1, hun? Uh oh, what happened? Was it a failed print or it just get? What do you mean it's stuck? Oh, the filament is stuck. Oh, okay. Well, I love when people are just like, "Oh, you know, it's so easy to do that," and it's like, okay, you go ahead, try your hand at 3D modeling, You do the math to figure this out. But in addition to that, like, you go ahead, form all the connections, all your advertising. Please go out and buy all of this expensive, ridiculously expensive equipment and give it a try. If you get really far, consider yourself one of the lucky ones. If you didn't, consider yourself everyone else. I'm still in that everyone else phase. It'll be a really long time if I find out if I'm one of the lucky ones. Lucky that I found really cool people like Pamela and Lisa, Jan. And without those three women, it's care what the world says about men and women. Both are needed, and I can tell you now, without those three women, this one man, as far as this project is concerned, with this thing right here, this would not be a thing at all. It'd be something that I made for myself, and that's it. Gonna be getting all choked up, getting hard to swallow. And I say, except for thank you, lady. We thought about maybe getting in touch with men who diamond paint. So on my YouTube channel, I think I have one guy that I subscribe to. I think his channel name is Diamond Painting with Mike. I haven't reached out to him. I have had a couple of guys reach out to me, but they're not because I've been doing live streams and stuff like this for so long. And look, I respect the hustle. I really do. But one thing that I never did myself, well, I won't say never did. I have done, but I don't do anymore because I understand more about the way sponsors think. Um, is I do not hit up random people um, for free products, especially if it's a startup. I will always purchase something, and usually I'll purchase as much as I can, especially if they offer. And I'm not saying that because I want people to buy stuff from me, but it tells me that the person has a genuine interest in me, um, as a business, and not just as a way to get some free product so that they have content for their own channel. Does that make sense? Um, Obviously, I want to be able to share what I do with as many people as possible, and that's awesome. I I kind of want things to be, somewhat organic, because I know when I watch uh, YouTube videos where there's sponsored products in there, it is pretty easy to tell, um, even when they're like the the business or whatever said that I can say whatever I want in the video. Well, yes and no. Think about it this way: if I tell you, "Hey, Elisa, I'm going to send you a new tray set that I designed. I'm really proud of it, and I want you to share it with your community, and you can say whatever you want to say about it." And you go, "Great, that sounds awesome. I'm going to be totally honest. I'm not going to let you down. I'm going to do a good job. Thank you so much for sharing your products with me and my community." Right? If I absolutely hate that tray and I chunk it across the room, and the sponsor sees that, unless that's part of what I normally do and the sponsor is aware that that could happen, chances are sponsor is not going to be sending you anything else. They're going to be like, "Holy crap, she just destroyed us on stream, and so we're not going to send her anything else." That makes us look bad. So I would much rather have people invest their kind of their own money and energy first. One, it makes me feel better because I know that I'm getting their raw, straight up opinion because they spent their money on it, and they're not just trying to say nice things because they want me to send them some stuff. So a lot of times when I get people who message me like, "Hey, I saw you have this cool thing, and I've got a small YouTube channel where I make TikTok video. Is I'll make a video about it." And it's like, well, I mean, I do content creation myself. Like, and I've probably done it a lot longer than the people asking me if they can do it for me. But I would so much rather, me just, happen organically, just cruising around the internet and just like, oh, this person seems cool and genuine. I'm going to hit them up, and I'm going to be the one to say, "Hey, I really like what you do. I think it's super cool. You know, can we can we work together on a project or something?" And even then, when I offer something like that, I'll usually ask them to to front something, to put something up, um, of value. Like, "Hey, I'll give you a steep discount or something like that, not just sending out product for somebody. So content creators out there, regardless of what kind of content you make, if you're looking for sponsors, or it seems like that's what you're supposed to do, don't do that. Don't do that. You're naturally a good person. They'll find you. They'll see what you're doing. Some of these places have whole entire teams of people in their marketing agencies whose sole purpose is to scour the internet and help them find people who can sell their product. I'm gonna get off my soapbox now, but I just had to say that somewhere in this video because over the last, I would say, over the last week, I've probably gotten 20 emails all about the same thing. Is that all the T's? Man, we blazed through them really quickly. Woo! Oh, Mike is in England. Okay. I like diamond painting. Diamond painting Jim. He's in Australia. I think I did get contacted from somebody in Australia. Like with you, Elisa, I was already a subscriber. I was actually a subscriber before. Yeah, I was a subscriber before I even made the ruler. Um, because I was just looking to learn more about it, and I was just like, who is this woman with her crazy stories, and where is this husband she keeps talking about? Because I never see him. What do we got next? We got some check marks. Where's my check marks? Number 30, 31. Oh, 31 check marks. Oh my God, we're dropping drills all over the place. This. Ooh. The only tweezers I got are these. Look at this, they're horrible. I think I could 3D print better tweezers than these. They don't they don't pick up anything. Oop. Actually, diamond paint tweezers. It's like you gotta have such a delicate touch. If not, it just pop out of the tweezers. Okay, I think we cleaned up our there. Received the product today. I was very excited about it, and it's a no go. Oh man, that's unfortunate. So in that situation, it's very hard to decide what to do. So I'll tell you the last thing that I did. So on my other channel, I do pinball stuff, a lot of pinball stuff on Twitch, um, and some of the stuff that I do is building what's called a virtual pinball machine. Basically, it's a pinball machine, but instead of what's normally inside a pinball machine, it's a TV screen, and it's a it's like a pinball video game, but inside of the pinball cabinet is TV screen. You still hit buttons on the side, just like a normal pinball. So um, there's manufacturers out there who make the little computer components that attach to the buttons, and sometimes the buttons vibrate, or they have little motors inside that make it feel like you're playing a real pinball machine. And so there was a company that I'd worked with before, um, and a really nice guy and all, and he had given me some stuff for my birthday for free, just very nice. He was in my live stream one day, and he heard me say that I was almost done with building my first virtual pinball machine just for myself, before I started selling them. And he was like, hey, that's awesome, that's awesome. And I was telling him how I was having to kind of like jankily build some stuff because I just didn't have the money. But I was slowly building it as I got a little bit of cash. Um, and he was like, "Oh wow, that's so cool." And I was telling him that I was hoping to be done with it by my birthday. And he was like, "Oh, well, you don't have much more to go." So he was like, "Hey, I got some stuff just laying around here at the shop. Uh, we don't have a use for it. A customer ordered it, then they backed out of it, so it's just sitting here. If you want it, I'll 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 send you some stuff." So I was like, "Yeah, sure, that'll be awesome." And so he did, and I got some like a whole vinyl wrap of artwork for my pinball cabinet, and he gave me uh, some mechanisms for the coin door so that I could put real quarters in my machine and make it work, and like just some really cool stuff that probably would have cost me $400 or $500, and he just sent it to me for free, and I was like, wow, I was blown away. So um, I hit him up and I said, "Hey, I've started making these little devices myself and selling them, and I know that you sell the internal components, so I would love to buy one, but it looks like they're sold out on your website." And he's like, "Yeah, they're sold out because we didn't restock them because I'm currently testing a new version." I'm like, "Oh wow, that's cool." And I said, "Well, hey, would it be possible? I would love for you to be a supplier because I enjoyed your products from previously, because I had purchased stuff from them previously also, in addition to the free stuff that I got, and that's how he knew me and how he was part of my live stream." And he was like, "Well, it's still in the testing phase, and I really don't want it out there, before it's ready." And I said, "Okay, well, cool." I said, "Well, if you don't mind, when it is ready, send me an email. I'll be first in line to order it, and if you want, I'll do a review of it." Because at the time, I was also talking to another manufacturer who manufactured similar parts. So then I would have two very new control board electronic systems to choose from as far as which supplier I was going to go with, and I could review them on my channel and kind of let my community decide, which one they would like to have, since my community would be the ones buying this equipment that I was building. Need to get a pair of cuticle nippers. They grab the drill. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yep. Like when they do my fingernail right around here. Yep, very sharp. I thought like clipping the cuticles would hurt, but no, those things are so freaking sharp you don't even feel it. Um, oh, I lost what I was doing. Check marks. Yes, check marks. Where are my check marks? Do I have any more check marks? Nope. Finish the check marks too. Cool. So after about 2 months, I get a package in the mail. He's like, "Yo, finished testing. Here's a package." He sent me like it was still in a pre-release box or whatever. So he didn't send me one of the retail versions, which is like, is that it's not like he's not gonna sell the testing version. So they'd either go in the trash or they'd go to me. So I said, "Yeah, cool. I'll do a review of them." So I was messing around with it and I was installing it. And I was just like, and I had already done the review and installation of basically the competitor stuff, and I was like, this stuff is not good. It doesn't fit in my cabinet. It's not good. Like I can't I can't review this. I'm gonna spend a whole entire 2 hours just bagging on this man's equipment. Like I don't want to do that. Um, so we're gonna put number 31, the check marks away. We are done with it. So what I decided to do, I didn't even call him because I felt so bad for having to tell him. But I'm like, yo, bro, this is just not it. Like the way that you even hook and wire this thing up is, I mean, the wiring method is from like 10 years ago. Like nobody's wiring up stuff anymore like this, by hand. It's all plugs and sockets, bro. What are you doing? Um, so I just decided that I was just going to say nothing about it. Like I hadn't even received it. Um, because if I said anything at all about it, it was going to be mostly negative. And so I was just like, and my community knew that I received it because they were waiting on this review. And so what I did, since they knew that a comparison was coming, I basically just said, "Hey, you know what? I've chosen a manufacturer to go in my equipment, and it's from such and such. I think they're going to be a great fit for what you guys are expecting at a great price point." And I just left it at that, and just continued to just continued on, and I make those pinball cabinets with those control boards, and that's that. And the other guy has never talked to me. Well, online we see each other in the pinball groups and say hi or whatever. But he's never asked me about it again. And funnily enough, they announced last week that the supplier of those parts is giving up the business and is no longer going to be making those control boards to sell anyway. And that got me thinking, like, yeah, maybe, could be that their competitors are so far ahead in the technology area of those control boards that they just decided they can't compete. And that's why they went out of business, which makes me feel better about not reviewing it because I recognize that versus the competitors, it was not going to be good. A lot of times that's how I handle review products. If it's a little ways off from not there, like it could be rectified, then I might send out an email and say, "Hey, I received your product. I've been, checking it out for the last week and I've noticed a few things. Would it be possible for you to send me another unit, another piece or whatever? Or can we resolve this tech support issue, whatever?" And then I'll do a review. That also gives me the ability to talk to my community about, um, hey, I had this issue, but their tech support is awesome. I spoke with Mike and he was able to get the situation fixed for me really quickly, got me a replacement part out or whatever it is. And that's a good point. You take something bad, turn it into, and Lisa, that's what you had said to me is, when you ordered a ruler and like, hey, you want to talk to your community about this? That'd be awesome. And one of the first things you said was, yeah, I'll test it out, and if I have any issues or anything like that, I'll email you first before I put the review up. And then when you said, yeah, I'm working on it and the review is going up, and I was like, she didn't find anything wrong with it. I was expecting you to find Something wrong with it. Oh no. They're waiting for you to do a review. You got 10 days, but you're going to let them know tomorrow. Oh man. And my phone died. Oh no. Oh no, that sucks. Um yeah, it was plugged into the USB. My phone just died on me. Oh man. Straight up plugged in into the USB. Give me that charger there. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I didn't even notice. I had my head down in the canvas. Didn't even notice that my phone died. Just up and croaked. So, going to got all these freaking plugs under here. I can't plug into nothing. Okay, guys, give me just a moment while I sort this out. Oh. All right, so give me about about 5 minutes, and I'll have my phone back up and charging. All good points, but I think this company, and sometimes you come across this too, they just want you to sell their product. Yeah, yeah, regardless of what it is or even if it works or not. Yeah, they just want you to get the word out is all. And look, I can understand that. You know, I got stuff that I'm trying to sell and I want to get the word out too. But at the same time, I want to be judicious in who I work with. And I want to make sure that the people that I choose to work with um, genuinely want to help. Not just themselves, but they genuinely want to help me. You know, if you're looking for me to send you products because you want content for your channel, I'm gonna be hesitant to do it. But if you want me to send you something because you think it's really cool, like honestly really cool, and your community would benefit from having this and knowing about it, well now we're in the same in the same mind frame. There we go. My phone is turning back on to start. Yeah, sorry about that technical difficulty. I bet when I settle down here in a bit to watch some TV, see your video, I bet you're probably halfway done with Moon Eater. It's like I finished I finished Yume's Moon Eater in a week thanks to the diamond brush. And as fast as you paint, it's you probably could. You had nothing else to do and no content creation. You just took a diamond painting holiday just to chill out, relax, and do nothing. John's out of town on tour or something like that, and you got the place to yourself, and you're like, you know what? I am not making any content at all this week. I'm just gonna do order in some new diamond paintings that show up just in the nick of time. You got all the snacks. You got the 24-hour long playlist. Yeah, you could. I could definitely see you chewing through some paint. All right, we got the battery. Metallica song. Battery. Now, see, if this had happened during a pinball live stream, right now I would be getting roasted into oblivion by chat. Like, just it'd make your mom cry. Like, all right, and we're back. For a second there, I lost my place. For all you diamond painting peeps out there, I'd be interested to know, what is the worst, I'm going to use the nice word, the worst mess up you've ever done? Like, my biggest fear is forgetting what drill symbol combination I'm putting down where. Like, just like, and I'm talking about, in some confetti heavy area and just losing track of what I'm doing and like end up putting down, a couple hundred or more drills in the wrong place, and then have to go back and pull them all up and figure out, how did I mess that up and how do I fix it? Like, that's super scary to me. Like, oh God, how horrible would to have to pull up, all of these drills. Goodness, I've been diamond painting for almost 2.5 hours. See, that's that's what I meant when I was talking about earlier. Just everything else just kind of goes away. Time, chores, your obligations, just it all just melts away, and then it's just you and 100,000 drills and a canvas in a rainbow of colors. It's like, I'm gonna reveal my age. It's like, Calgon, take me away. Oh, and Elisa, with your talking about you may, how you always wanted you made canvas. Um, and I was like, oh, and I was looking at Moon Eater, but I'm just like, do I really want to do it if I'm going to watch several videos of Elisa's and she's gonna do it? Like, am I gonna feel the same way about doing it myself if I'm watching you do it? So I was like, let me find another Yume that I really like. So, and I think yeah, I think you've seen the picture, so you already know um, which one I got. But I was just like, yeah, and looking through the catalog of her artwork, I was just like, where do you like? You're not you're not gonna be wrong. Like, just just pick one. Now the other artist when I first started looking at diamond paintings and I came across Diamond Art Club was I think his name is Richard Lorenz, and he just paints these like funny pictures of weird looking birds. And these birds seem to have incredibly distinct personalities about them. They're almost characters without saying anything, and they look frazzled. Is the best word I can describe it. But I think his name is Lorenz. Um, really want one of those paintings. One of these days, I will find a ensign that just really speaks to me, and I'm just like, yes, I. So far, not. I mean, there are some, but just it doesn't call to me like some of the other things. So I can see why people get hype about them, but like you're gonna have to send me a picture. Like, did you send it right now? I need to I need to like go over to my Facebook and take a look. Pull up my Facebook. Oh, you didn't see me nothing. Right here. Some Marie designs. I don't see nothing. Yeah, she ain't sent me nothing. She not a real one. She not gonna send me nothing. She just fronting. You probably ain't even got a whole road done yet. Oh no. Spilled out all my drills all over the table. Would have been a tragedy. Epic proportions. Y'all watch. Lisa gonna stay up late tonight, diamond painting with me, and then tomorrow she gonna be making a video about somehow I kept her up late and wouldn't let her go to sleep. Watch. But y'all have seen it on here. Y'all have seen the truth of it on here. But hey, I can't blame her. I mean, if we're gonna have like a diamond paint together, which is what I'm eventually going to organize, probably here in the next 2 weeks. Like, can you imagine that? Can you imagine like a diamond paint together? But it's like a Zoom call, but there's like no faces. There's only diamond paintings. It'd be like a screen split up into like four parts, and it would just be four people, four different canvases. And all you hear is voices. You see diamond painting. We just all sitting around chat, and talk and diamond paint together. Doesn't that sound like an awesome night of fun? I think it does. I would certainly want to join in on it. If you want to be a part of that, hit me up. I want to see if I can get anybody who wants to be a part of that, who wants to join me in a diamond paint together. I think that would really be some good fun. Pressed Wings and Lizette did porcelain dress. Nice. I want to do that stained glass dress. The porcelain dress is the one from You May. Wasn't that a back in stock one? Like recently, like in this last week, it was a back in stock. I bet it's really pretty when done. No, not that. It's not in. Uh, Starting to run out of wax on the single placer. I think we need to re-up it. Just get a little. We'll just get a little dippy dip. Yo, back in the game, baby. We even got our drill pop back. Lovely sound. Now listening to the smooth tone. Drill pop. Late night stop. Some more diamond. Windows coming through tell me they can't install updates. Well, good. I'm in the middle of streaming. Calm down, Windows. Ain't that important, bro. All right, we finished that. Time for a new story. Oh, look at that. See, I was going back to double check my work. Two of them. Look at that. Don't you hate it when you think you're done? Then you're like knee deep into a different color, and then you start seeing all of the colors that you missed. Good with that. All right, what's next? I think we got these cent signs. Let's bust some. Gabrielle was telling me that she does that once a month. Itzy and her husband on Google Meet. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, see, I knew I wasn't the only one with that idea. I like kind of party themes, stuff like that. Like let's play together. Let's do an activity together. It's cool if somebody wants to join in and watch me or whatever. Hey, come and watch me do this thing. Like hey, that's cool. But it's even more fun if the community can be active participant, which is probably why I enjoy live streaming more than making videos, because I really like talking to people in real time. That's why, like in my Discord chat is always open. Like every time I stream, no matter what I'm streaming, my Discord voice chat is always open. So people can just hop in there and just just say hi, and they can talk right into my head. Everybody can hear them. And we can just have a conversation in real time. They don't have to appear on camera if they don't want to. Sometimes you got something to say and it's a pain in the butt to type it out. So come and talk to me about it. I don't mind unless you talking crazy and then I gotta hit the mute button and then throw the band hammer at you. I don't do that very often. All right, well, let's knock that out. Let's see. This let's do we this over here. 65. We got these up arrows. That out. Let's see. What story I got? Here's one that'll be unexpected, or maybe actually expected. I don't know. So, ever since Easter, I've had my nails painted. You might have noticed, right? So, I call this one Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's not what it's actually called, but that's what I call it. And you know what? You know what? I like it. I know there was like a big deep breath, right? Pause. It's not necessarily the color or anything like that. It's the actual process of getting it done. I find enjoyable. Like it's one of the few things that I've ever done that like I don't know, like I don't even know how to describe it. Self care, but not in that way. Like being pampered, I guess. I guess that isn't really something that a lot of guys do for themselves, and I'll admit probably they should. Despite despite what most people think, guys lead a pretty intense, stressful, lonely existence for the most part, even when they're seemingly surrounded by. For a lot of guys that I talk to that show up in my stream, it can be incredibly crushing to be surrounded by people, but to know that none of them really care about what you're. Now, woman, as ladies, maybe y'all might not get it. Maybe you're one of the unicorns who do. But if you're a guy, you happen to be watching this, like you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Because you're supposed to be the stoic hero. Yeah, you never die. Die on the hill. The knight in shining armor. Who shows no emotion. Just get in there and you get it done. Uh, I think I think doing a little bit of self care for yourself, gentlemen, whatever way that you might find that to be, whether it's massage, getting your feet done, or even paying a little bit extra and having that really nice shave and a haircut. The old school wet shave. You know what I'm talking. Sweeney Todd lovers in the house. You know, go get babied and pampered a little bit. Gentlemen, you need that. Do that for yourself every once in a while. I bet you'll feel better. started talking to more and more guys in my Discord and on my stream about various things. Because I tend to stream late at night, there's a lot of guys who stay up late at night as well. For various reasons. Um, Sometimes they just need somebody to talk to, or even better, somebody to listen. That's why I leave my Discord chat open all the time. Uh, I started learning that more and more guys have the same issues. And so I wanted to help more and more, see what I could do. So maybe, if you're a guy, or if you're a lady and you think maybe a guy can use this to relax in a different way. Not necessarily with you, but in his own time, in his own space. And this might be something he could get into. And he's just looking for an entry point, or maybe just to be assured that, hey, there's other dudes who do this too, and they enjoy it. Have them come check me out. See, that's my wife in the background making all kind of noise with the ice maker. She don't care, but that's okay. That's okay. We gotta have ice. Shake him up, shake him up, shake him. I like to do all kinds of things for myself. Usually, if I really need to get away, I really need some me time, I'm gonna go to the wood shop, which is, we have a 2 bedroom house, and this the spare bedroom is dedicated to my wood shop. So it has all my power tools and stuff like that in there. And sometimes I'll just go in there in the afternoon, and I'll just grab a block of wood or something, and I'll pull out a hand plane. I'll sharpen it up. I won't do it in a hurry. I'll take my time. Sure that split a hair in. The first shaving that comes off that block of wood is thin, like a piece of tool on a wedding gown. It's thin and wispy. See light right through it, and it just comes off like butter. And sound of the plane blade cutting through the wood is just, oh, it's a thing. Get into this kind of rhythmic flow with your body back and forth. Lean into the stroke as you take another shaving. So, Chris, you're wasting that beautiful piece of wood. There's lots of wood. It isn't the wood that's beautiful. It's the thought process. It's the way that my hands feel. The satisfaction in looking at a perfect long shaving comes off that perfectly sharp blade. Knowing that not every person in the world has the skill to special. The people can. The fact that I spent the time, significant amount of to learn how to do it, be able to pull that off at will. Me, it's Beautiful thing. Makes me proud of the things that I've learned. It makes me proud of the things that I can share with others. You're actively listening. I wish more people would actively listen to others, but I don't think we do, right? Have you ever had that feeling where I don't know, where you're talking to somebody a- and you can see in their eyes that they're looking at you the same way that they would kind of mindlessly scroll through Facebook, randomly liking things or randomly sharing a meme that they think is funny for half a second. Like, and you can see that in their eyes. It's actively listening, especially to another human being, a wonderful thing to do. Thinking about those guys out there who you know live in their fortress of solitude to Superman. Um, Nothing wrong with that. Guys are kind of to do that. But what I would say is, next time you see a guy, they're doing something, regardless of what it is, whether it's a superhuman feat or I don't know, mopping the floor at Burger King. Sincerely, let him know that there are people who are genuinely interested in his success. And above all else, let him know that you're proud of him, that you respect that they're the effort that they put in. I promise you, more than anything else you can do, the smallest bit of respect for what that man is doing, the acknowledgement, even that he exists. And I know that sounds sad, um, and like ask a guy, ask him, when's the last time somebody said proud of you? Ask you. I dare you to do. And then come back here in the comment section and tell me what happened, how that went. I'd be interested to know. Hmm. Knocked out in another color. It could be a guy that you don't know all your life. It could be a brother, dad, be your uncle. It could be the guy driving the city bus who takes you to work. And you don't have to be doing that to a guy. You can be a guy doing that. But I would encourage you to just let him know, hey, oh, look what just popped up here. Isn't that a pretty? Oh, blow that up. Oh, beautiful. Really, really nice. Let's see here. Wow. That that is beautiful. Hey, have a great, great night. That is beautiful work that you put in. Looks absolutely fantastic. See it there. I'm actually showing it on my live stream right now. This is Elisa Marie Designs work that she put in tonight. The color on that is fantastic. The gradient right in the middle of the forearm, brown color from that deep blue to the blue color. Yeah, fantastic gradient. And of course, look at the straightness of the drills. That is, that's really, that's definitely good work. And you are a faster painter than I am. But don't worry, I'll get there, catch up. But have a great night. Uh, See you next time, Lisa. I'm just got a little bit more to finish up here in this section, then I'll be all done. Sure those drills don't get pulled off when I put up that piece of plastic. Ocean. Wonder why things weren't looking sharp on my video. My phone died. It reset itself. Reset, reset the focus back to normal focus instead of macro. Oh well, we learn and we grow. Yeah, left twos and slashes. Twos. So many of my drills ended up upside. Oh, and okay. Luckily, I spilled over the sticky part of the canvas, so do this without making a mess. Yay. We're a hero. We saved it. Right. One left. Pipes. Ooh. breath after that one. Let's see. Down it. Pretty good. Got a little bit of a seam gap right there, but watch what happens. You don't. Amazing how, isn't it? Look at that. See? Don't worry about it. Beautiful. Look at all the colors. Even some blue right here. Really nice. Good section. Now all we do is prepare the next section. So we go up here, we go over here. I feel like if we go here, I'm not gonna have to change very many colors in my mags. So yeah, I think if we go vertical, go that way, we don't have to change very many colors. Go over here. We'll have a lot of the same colors, but we'll get into some lighter colors and maybe even some ABs or some shiny colors, something like that. We start to go over here. So let's have a look at it. Side. I'm gonna go up, or we're gonna go to the right. Go right here. This lighter colors. So here we get into some nice pinks and all. You know what? I think we're gonna switch it up. Let's stay on this row. Keep grinding it out here. You pump this out, then we'll be into all of the pretty colors and the exciting part. Let's do this, but in here like this. So if you've never seen this before, if you've never seen anybody put down a ruler here, this is the way I do a pair of tweezers, and somehow you have to get under the canvas, just like that. seat. Fit in. Oh, gonna grab it. Get our tweezers right under there. Diamond Art Club canvases have some perforations that run right through here. So we're just gonna pull that up, making sure that we're not pulling up any of our drills. We'll pull that straight up. We can just fold that over, just like that. So now we've got our whole section here, glue and all exposed. And I'm gonna line up, what I'm doing is I'm gonna line up this this inner edge here that I'm pointing to. I'm gonna line that up. With this inner edge. And if I do it correctly, it end up with 3 drills. And what I see, I'm going to do one more time just to make sure I'm as accurate as possible. And for this, I find that using the rigid edge, so this edge here, if you need to straighten some drills, it is incredibly hard there. So you can just give that a little push and line those drills at the edge up nice and straight. Just like that. Do the same thing here at the bottom as well. Don't worry about that. This is a carbon fiber ruler here, and it was one of the early ones, though. It's been through a lot of that's a lot of damage. So it's been through a lot, so my letters and all fall off, but now the letters are printed in a different way, so they don't tend to fall off like that anymore. And I'm just gonna, you can see that I'm manhandling this ruler, like, you know, I'm flexing this thing, and I'm using it as a straight edge on the canvas. Try that with some of the other ones. All I'm gonna tell you is good luck to you. Have the got a credit card ready so you can buy some more. I ain't even joking when I say that. All right. We'll just get those push. God, that works so well. All right. Now we've got, oh, yeah. That deserves. Oh. Once that's down, then I just a little rub like that. Get them on the canvas. So stuck down. Yep. Now we're down. Fresh glue. I like it. Here you are. We're all stuck down, ready to tackle section. The next episode. Hey, hey, hey. Even though I did that like 3 times, still faster than zip ties. Guaranteed. All right. Well, everybody, thank you very much for hanging out with me this evening. I appreciate it. That was a lot of fun. 3.5 hours. But things always go slower when I'm painting with y'all than rather than just head down just painting for myself. I don't mind taking the long route. This is going to be a beautiful painting when it's done. So I will see you guys probably not tomorrow. Wife tells me we got a lot of prints to package up and make, so probably see y'all on Friday. I'll probably be hanging out in tomorrow's what, Wednesday, Thursday. Ooh, I'll have a day before Elisa's stream, so I'll probably see you guys on Thursday. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you all have a great rest of your night. See you guys later. Peace.